What's up, guys? Welcome back to Migs Plays. As promised, today I'm here with the awesome guys from the band that's very violent. A moment of violence. I'm going to bring them all in here one by one. Hello, Dez.
Yo,
Hello, Brent. And what's up, the new guy that I forgot the name, but you have an awesome beard?
got it.
Scotty. So, guys, introduce yourselves. What do you guys do in the band?
Go ahead, man.
What's up, man? I'm Scotty. Play drums.
I'm Dez. I'm the lead guitar player / songwriter.
I'm Brent. I play the rhythm guitar.
You guys are sick, man. I've been checking out your jams. I liked Forgiveness. That was one of my favorite ones, but I listened to your other stuff and I'm like, bro, I'm surprised that you guys, I'm surprised there isn't more hard rock in Florida. And like normally, like what comes out of Florida is like metalcore, very like kill switch kind of stuff, right? At least when I was in Miami. Up here north, it's a little bit different. I'm like Boca Raton, West Palm. But how do you who like? Well, I was talking to Dez.
Yeah.
Before you guys came in, and Dez, you're kind of like the one that does the production. And how does that come together? Do you come up with the idea and then everybody like collaborates together what they like, what they change?
Yeah, for sure. So, generally speaking, I'll go ahead and put together like I'll just be playing my guitar, jam a riff, whatever. If it's something that I really feel is like going to be memorable, what I'll do is, open up a new session and just start, tracking it with some MIDI drums and putting that riff down and then kind of building it from there. Once I feel it's like almost a complete instrumental, just a bare instrumental with just rhythm guitars and drums or whatever, I'll shoot it out to these guys and, kind of get their feedback on it. And, Scotty's the primary one I'll shoot it to just because, obviously I'm writing his drum part and he's like, well, sometimes
Octopus the drum band.
he's like, you trying to kill me or something, but for the most part, I'll shoot it over to him and he'll kind of critique it and, come back. And before we get ready for, the full on production of it, we'll jam it a couple times as a band together. And then we'll go back and me and Alex will sit down and we'll kind of just write the words to it and come up with something cool. And then, ultimately, once we feel it's completed at that point, then I'll start it all over from scratch and just really track it tight and everything like that as well.
That's cool, man. So how did you guys come together as a project? Like, I'm assuming that all you guys have probably played in bands before, because you guys play your instruments very well. But how did you guys like meet? How did it all just like, hey, let's start a band, a moment of violence? How did that come about?
It was quite the process.
Yeah, for 100%. I mean, Scotty and I are from New York. We didn't know each other prior to Florida or anything like that. But, I'd moved down here in 2017, I'm going to say. And, I like to play softball as well. So we put together a softball team. Scotty came down a couple years later. We had a need for somebody to substitute in for the night or whatever. He came down, he played, he's awesome at softball as well. So, they kind of, I guess the other co-manager of the team was like, yeah, let's put him on the team or whatever. So he became a regular on the team. And literally we knew each other for like 5 months, maybe 6 months before we even knew that each other was musicians. One night we were hanging in the parking lot after a game or whatnot and just, hanging out and having a few beers or whatnot. And I forget what it was. Like, I think, Scotty, what was it? Like, they played like a Taylor Swift song or some shit on the radio or whatever.
TLC or some shit like that, which, to each his own, but I'm not going to hate, but he was like, yeah, fuck that, put on some metal. And I was like, oh, no shit, dude. I was like, I fucking love metal. I've been playing in bands for years and shit. He's like, no shit, me too. And then he showed me some of the shit that he produced himself. And I was like, dude, where the fuck have you been, bro? Like, and then from I didn't even have a drum set here yet. And I was still kind of getting myself set up and didn't really have the money to do it. So Dez, being the kind guy he was and the hunger to get something going, fronted me the money, got me a nice setup. I paid him back and everything. But yeah, that's how it was born. It was just him and I, just that one random day, figured out that we both loved metal and that we both played instruments and got together one day. And from there, we're looking on Facebook relentlessly, just trying to find, people in the area that played. And then one day, lady across the street comes over and says hello to Dez, and turns out to be Brent's ex-wife at the time, and says, oh, my husband plays guitar, this and that. I sing in church, this and that. And then, you know, he showed up one day and like he's like, yeah, man, I mean, I've been playing like country and blues and stuff like that, but he's like, here, let me show you something real quick. And Brent picked it up, you know, as fast as you possibly could given the circumstances, and we knew as quick as he was able to do that and as, you know, diligent as he was in learning all the songs, that he was going to be our guy. So, you know, from
And
there,
That's dope, man. That's kind of a cool story, man. So you guys like knew each other, but you didn't know that you guys liked metal.
So we were looking for, yeah, me and Scotty, yeah, we knew each other for like 5-6 months prior. We were playing softball together. Just had really no idea, just because we weren't really in that environment. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. You guys were like in uniforms. You weren't wearing like Iron Maiden shirts or anything. So it kind of makes sense. Yeah.
So then once we found out, you know, it was still a few months after that. We kept talking about putting together something. And then I think I had like maybe a softball barbecue at my house or something like that. And he came over and everything. And we were really like, at that point, we're like, yeah, let's fucking do something. And then I told him, I said, well, let's take a look on Marketplace, see if we can find a drum set. Found one for fucking, you know, super cheap, you know, down south by you, actually, in West Palm.
Yeah.
And we came and we went down there, we fucking picked it up, and then we started jamming. Believe it or not, Forgiveness was the first song we fucking wrote together. You know, and while we were, you know, crafting the first, I don't know, 2 or 3 tunes, we had some active ads out there. We went through, we got a bass player, didn't work out. We got another fucking bass player, didn't work out. Got another bass player, he was the guy for a little bit, and then he decided he had some family issues or whatnot.
Yeah.
He had to leave, and fucking we you know, we ended up getting Brent.
That always sucks, man. Like when you have to put a band together for the first time, it's like you lose so many people like in and out. It's just like it's kind of annoying. Like seriously, like that, well, it's one of the reasons why I ended up doing like my project by myself, because I don't have to like rely on other people. So like if I want to have a feature, I'll be like, yo, listen, I'll put a poll out there, like the one that I just recently did. Hey, if you guys want to sing on this, whatever the fuck, and then people tell me what they want. And if, you know, I got recommended for like one thing or another, but I understand, man. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but when you find that core foundation of guys that just want to do it together and they have the some people see it like as like hobby level. They just would do it for fun. But when you get a group of guys that want to do it as like, this is what they want to be like their main path, it's a completely different story.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's like putting together any team, dude. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna try guys out. They may be all-star players, but they just don't gel with what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you get a whole mix of different fucking people. You know, bass players and vocalists was the most variety of people, I would say, that we've gotten. You know, we tried out 6 vocalists, Scotty, some shit like that.
yes, I lost count, honestly. Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be the vocalist, but not everybody has the right voice, right?
Fun fact is that Brent has a graveyard on the back of his guitar of everybody's name that was in the band. So,
Oh, seriously? Oh, can you get your guitar? I want to see that.
it's actually at your place. It's not at my place.
Oh, hold on.
There you go. We got to see this. Oh yeah, I'm totally down for that shit. That's fucking cool.
On your wall, but I forgot. It's not.
Yeah, while he's grabbing that, I mean, Alex was about the 6th or 7th guy.
And he did it with a P touch too. It's not like he just wrote it with a marker. He's like, no, bro, I'm gonna do this shit with a P touch. We're gonna fucking stick that motherfucker on there.
Yeah.
He didn't want to ruin the guitar.
Yeah, and anytime like one of the current guys like you know, makes a mistake or does something bad, he'll like have the fucking label right.
It's like, you're gonna be next, motherfucker. That's great, man. That's great. So what were you saying, Des?
No, I was just ultimately just saying, like, Alex is probably like the 7th guy that we tried out, or actually, you know, 7th singer, I should say, because we did have a female in the mix at one point too. Yeah, I mean, it's just like you have high hopes for him in the beginning, and you think it's going to be something that works out, and then you give it a month or two, and you're like, let's find somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But Alex, you know, we lucked out with him, man. He's like a true team player, real fucking awesome dude. Super diligent with me in the studio every single week. We have band practice typically. We've been doing it every Tuesday night, and he'll come over because that's his day off or whatnot. He'll come over like 3 o'clock in the afternoon when the guys aren't going to be there till 7. And he'll sit there and fucking mix shit down with me and everything like that. So it's cool as hell.
That's the dedication, bro. You need guys like that because it's like I was saying earlier. Like if you find guys that want to do it like at a hobby level, they're not gonna force themselves to push the band further. They're not gonna really put in that much grind to it, right? Or
Yeah.
like they will, but then when shit gets real, like when okay, here's a contract for a fucking tour and a label, it's like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this. You know, I got kids at home. You know, I don't know if I want to go on tour. So you got to find the guys that are in the right boat and they all want to push it forward. You know, and you
Yeah.
guys look like you guys are taking this like very seriously.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah, bro.
We're
Like,
bought, be bought in. That's the thing. You got to be bought in and believe.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's absolutely true. But I wanted to go back and ask you about New York. How was that, man? How was the move over here? How was the transition?
I mean, for me, it was pretty much, I don't know. I mean, my wife's brother lives down here, you know, and we had come to visit a couple times, and we liked it. You know, it was just different atmosphere. I've been fucking tired of the snow and all that other bullshit for
Like
forever.
everyone else that's up north.
So yeah, no, for me it was pretty smooth. I mean, Scotty's story is probably a little bit more interesting about his move and everything like.
Where did you come from, Scotty?
I mean, yeah, I was in New York and I moved here the day after Christmas in 2020, right before 2021. I'm not going to get into it, you know, that much, but it was basically like in the height of the pandemic when some things in my home state were being enacted that I didn't think aligned with my values. I decided that this was the state that does. So I spent Christmas with my family, packed my shit, and just, you know, kind of just started fresh. And so far, it's definitely paid off for me. I'm really enjoying myself and following my dreams a lot more than I was there. So
Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to get political, we could, but I understand. So if you want to come on the Modern Man podcast and talk about it, that's totally cool.
you, man, sounds good.
Yeah, man, that's awesome, man. What about you, Brent? Where did you come from?
Southern Illinois.
Southern Illinois, man. How was that? I've been to Illinois. It's a nice. I kind of like it. I kind of don't. It's kind of 50-50.
I just ended up moving here. My ex had a family down here. We moved down here for that and stuck around.
See, it's always the X, man. Why is it always the X?
I don't know.
Shit.
Better off though.
So how long, Des? How long have you been producing music for? Because when we were talking before we started, you told me that you had some songs written for like 10 years.
Yeah, so a lot of the songs that we have currently is shit that I've recycled from, you know, previous writings, you know, stuff like that. So I'm going to say I started producing music maybe like 2009, 10, somewhere around there, you know, and it's just what had happened is I seen an old guitar player that was in my first band, Element. He had, you know, like a Mac laptop with the, at the time, Easy Drummer with the drum kit from hell.
Yeah.
You know, I saw how easy it was to actually like record your shit. And I always had a passion to do something like that, but I just never really did it and never had the money to do it at that time at all as well. Because as you know, it can be quite expensive.
Yeah.
You know, especially in the very beginning of your career, because you're going down all these rabbit holes and you're like, you're a
Like
gear.
endless YouTube videos that teach you
yeah.
like 5 different things the
Yeah.
same way. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I need 15 fucking microphones and all this other shit. And then, you know, you would see my studio now in comparison to like all the gear I used to have and shit like that I never even fucking used. So, you know,
Yeah.
I kind of just settled down with the stuff that I know that works and what fits into my process. And really that's it. But yeah, I mean, so I wrote some shit, you know, and, you know, the recording quality was obviously trash in the very beginning, but you know, just like even today, you know, every song I do gets better and better and better and better, and it's just like, you know, a lot of the songs that I wrote previously were good songs. It's just that the recording quality of it sucks. So now that I'm way better, light years better than I was then, you know, I'm able to kind of bring some of that stuff up, and it's not exactly the same song as it was back in the day. Basically, I have a riff or two out of that particular song that I was like, damn, that's fucking really cool. And I'll go to these guys and then we'll kind of build, you know, something off of it. You know what I mean?
Listen, it couldn't be as bad as my first studio. When I put my first studio together, it was I bought everything at a pawn shop, except the laptop. I had like a crappy Asus Windows. It's probably running fucking XP back in 2016, 2017. And I had bought these Foster Grant studio monitors, which they're not even studio monitors. They're bookshelf speakers, but they look like studio monitors. And I bought like a Focusrite Solo. And man, the first song I was like, hey guys, because I've always been like, fuck it, I'm just gonna put it out there. What the fuck? If people like it, they like it. Well, I didn't understand how how Reaper worked. And apparently when I released a song, my bass was panned all the way left.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, you know what? Fuck it. And people were still like, oh, dude, this sounds awesome. I don't know what the fuck if they were listening to it on their phones, but it is what it is, well, fuck it. But yeah, you always start from ground zero, right? It's always like the first step.
Yeah.
And you always go down the rabbit hole of like, oh, I got to get 15 mics. Because then you watch all these YouTube videos and these guys have like $3,000 guitars in the background. You're like, fuck, I need to get all this shit,
Yeah.
Oh man, but that's fucking cool.
At that time you think that everything's a band-aid. Like, oh, if I get this new interface, it's gonna make my fucking production sound amazing. No, it's not. It's really not. I mean,
Yeah.
The thing is just doing it over and over and over again and really practicing the shit out of it, and then you learn your tips and tricks, and you're like, oh, all right, that works. You know what I mean? So that's really.
Yeah, sometimes the tricks and tips stuff that you learn on YouTube, it's like very like situational. Right? Like there's a certain thing that you can do, like just to give an example, like you can get your guitars and you can double them, lower them an octave and put a bass amp on it, and all of a sudden you have a gent sound.
Yeah.
But it's very situational. It's not like something that you do all the time.
Right.
But it's like dumb little, and then you start doing it on every mix and you're like, yeah, this sounds awesome. And then you're like, what doesn't work for this song, but it doesn't work for this song, but it works for this one, and this one sounds weird. Sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a fucking headache and a half.
Yeah. But like if I had any advice for aspiring producers, is one, don't buy a shitload of gear because you don't really need that much. And two is like, if you're gonna follow somebody on YouTube or whatever, pick one dude that you really believe in and really just follow the tricks and learn the shit from that person. Because everybody's got a fucking opinion about something else that's really not gonna work. You know what I mean? So
especially like the hype about plugins, like everybody has like this whole plugin thing. And I used to be one of those guys where I used to buy like a new plugin every time it came out, and now I literally just mix everything with stock Logic plugins. Oh, yeah. I condensed everything down to just an EQ and a compressor.
Yeah. I mean,
Brent ran away. No, Brent. No. There he is. All right, we switched places.
Spots. That's it.
So how many shows have you guys played like to this day?
I don't know. How many do you have under our belt, guys? Maybe like 15, 20?
Depends on what you count them as.
Yeah.
I saw the pictures of you guys playing in Piper's, like, and that's like down the street in Pompano, right? From like probably pretty much like 25 minutes away from me. And I'm like, damn, that's like right there. And I know it sounds great,
Yeah, Piper's is a good room, man, to play in. I enjoy it for sure. Pretty excited when we got up at the Brass Mug over in Tampa, because I've heard that place is legit. I've never been there, never played there before, but I hear it's a pretty legit venue for sure. So
yeah, what were you saying, Scotty?
I said it's a great sound system over there for sure.
Yeah, it's huge. They have subs and everything.
Yeah,
that shit's fucking dope. Yeah. Guys, listen, guys. Do we all have drinks?
I don't have a drink with me right now,
bruh.
I got a water bottle.
Scotty's the only one that brought a drink. Well, I got this is a lie. This is coffee.
It's some well-deserved coffee on a Friday.
I got my.
So I want to ask all you. Yeah, I got my vape too. So I got to ask you guys, what was the first cover song you ever learned? Like the first time you picked up an instrument, what was the first song you ever learned?
For me, Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
What about you, Scotty?
On the drums, the first song that I knew front to back. Well, when I was in high school, we had a thing called Rock Club, which was where everybody who was interested in music, from rock to reggae to funk or whatever, we all got together on Wednesdays from after school till 6 o'clock, about 3 hours, 4 hours. And we had different groups of people, and we came together and put together like probably 20 songs, and we play a show for the school twice a year. And I was a part of the hard rock, like metal group. And that was the first time I was really pressured to really learn cover songs. And I'll tell you the ones that I'm not sure when I learned it, but the songs I did was Breaking the Law by Judas Priest, War Pigs by Black Sabbath, and honestly,
he went straight to metal. He was like, "Fuck this, I'm just
Yeah.
straight to metal, son."
the way I was raised with my parents, they've always been metalheads and grew up in the 80s. So that's
Oh,
what I
that's
was.
super cool, man.
Yeah.
My parents were always listening to like salsa and merengue.
I-
Or sheer, so it's funny as fuck because sometimes I'll sit here and like before we actually hit the stream, I'll be sitting here and I'll be like, "Do you believe in life after?" Like I'll just like sing it in my head, like it just pops out of nowhere. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
That's funny.
But yeah, man, that was those were the rock songs. But like the first metal song that really turned me on to like really getting into metal drumming was Laid to Rest by Lamb of God. That was the one song in the fucking group that like they were like, what the fuck are they playing right now, like in front of my school? But that was like the first like real hard technical metal song that I learned. So
Yeah.
Did you ever learn like, because I know a lot of drummers, they just like, and even like to an extent like guitar players and singers, we're kind of like self-taught, like a lot of guys aren't like trained. But did you actually like learn like rudiments of like paradiddles and
band in middle school? I quit once I was allowed to. Like once they like were like, you don't do this anymore, I was like, yeah, I really don't enjoy this that much. But yeah, learning paradiddles, flams, all the basic stuff I was taught. And then my dad was also like, a cover band drummer, like, and he passed along whatever knowledge that he could to me. Or if he was watching a YouTube video and he found something cool that he thought that I could learn, like he'd just show it to me, But no, I never really had any like,
Formal
lessons or anything like that. I kind of just listened to songs and played along and picked up things here and there.
Okay, what about you, Brent?
I learned Smoke on the Water first, and you can ask my parents about
Bro,
that.
that's the best.
That was.
Were you the guy that picked up the guitar after school? You just looped it over and over again
Every day? I lived
every fucking day, bro. I used to do that shit. The first song I ever learned on guitar was "Hand of Blood" from Bullet for My Valentine. So I would just sit there all fucking day, just and my fucking dude, my grandparents would look at me like, "Muchacho, pero toca algo diferente." Like they were like in Spanish, they'd be like, "Bro, like play something different." Like what the fuck? Like we don't care that you play it, just play the fucking different shit. No, that shit was funny, bro. Like I just and I would like try to like improvise a stupid solo that made no sense. Say it again, Brett.
So I have a 9-year-old, and he's learning Smoke on the Water right now. And my dad, every time he hears it, he's like, "All right, we're done here."
Oh, he's passing it on, bro. Wait, so did all you guys come from like music background family?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I am. I mean, Brent, your parents play at all or no?
Oh, my grandpa did.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you guys had somebody?
Yeah, my fucking dad's a drummer and a bass player. My sisters are vocalists, so I come from a very musical family for sure.
And obviously, so does Scotty. That's kind of interesting. See, that kind of makes sense. You guys like, you kind of like pass it down, right? Like I never had that. So like my parents, they were just like, "Limpia la casa, muchacho, go to school," like that kind of shit. So I was like the rebel in the family, like, "Yo, I want a guitar." I've been wanting a guitar since I was like 10 years old. I didn't get one until I was like 15 or 16. So I was the first one. I was the first to drive everybody in the house insane.
The sad truth about that is that it fucking dies with me because neither of my kids have fucking music inclination or any desire to play music at all.
Yeah, no. What do they like to do? They like to paint, draw.
Well, my daughter, she's definitely inherited my artistic ability. She does it more in the form of drawing and stuff like that. So she's really fucking badass at drawing shit. My son's more into sports, weightlifting shit like that. But yeah, no, neither of them. I've tried to, kind of like, push them towards that when they were younger and stuff like that, but they never really showed the desire or, the interest in really doing it, to be honest with you,
Okay, that's all right. Well, that's I mean, it's a little sad, but it's understandable. We all like to do our different things.
Yeah, no, I hear you for sure. But my dad pushed me to fucking start playing music when I was like 5. He got me on a set of drums, and I never got like great at it or anything like that. But once I saw one of my buddies playing the guitar, I said that's the one I want to fucking do, and that's really what took it off from there. You know what I mean? So. But yeah, I mean, the first song I ever learned was like, just "Smells Like Teen Spirit" because it was super easy fucking power chords to play. But I really got into, playing Megadeth shit. I loved Megadeth as a kid just because those guitar players could fucking shred, man. And they wrote some cool ass riffs and shit. So that's really what excelled me as a guitar player. You know what I mean? I used to buy the tablature sheet music books and just fucking learn them cover to cover. And you know, if I couldn't get it the first time through, I'd revisit it again a couple months. And before you know it, I was fucking ripping all those leads there, shit like.
And I noticed too, because when I heard your music, you guys actually have guitar solos in it. And I'm like, bro, it's about fucking time somebody brought back fucking guitar solos.
Yeah.
Like everybody just wants to do like heavy rhythm. Like heavy rhythm is cool. I'm a rhythm guitarist. I understand, man. Rhythm is what makes a song, but sometimes you just need that extra, you know, like a nice guitar solo with some harmonies in it.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah, I agree.
So that's fucking sick, guys. So okay, so we're gonna step away from the music a little bit. Kind of, but like when you guys play a live show, I'm guessing that I kind of know the answer to this, but who's the first one to grab a drink at a bar?
Everybody.
Everyone. I thought it would just be Scotty. Scotty just like he just throws a snare and he just goes straight to the bar.
We don't even go to the bar, dude. We drink. We pregame it for a couple hours.
See, this is a smart band, guys. Listen, drinks at bars are expensive. Okay, you pregame it.
They only give you 2 drink. They only give you 2 drink tickets, dude. If you're lucky.
What do you drink? What's your favorite drink?
I'm a fucking. My favorite thing is Heineken. That's probably my favorite beer.
Heineken. All right. What about you, Scotty?
Honestly, man, that's a hard one because like I'm one of those people that like if I'm out, I get bored of the same drink and I switch it up multiple times. To be honest with you, but like. I'm a pretty basic guy. I just kind of like Tito's, you know, Tito's, seltzer, cran lime, something like that. Like
you're a straight to the point guy.
Yeah, it's all over the place, which is probably why I have such bad hangovers. But you know,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
What about you, Brent? What's your favorite go-to drink? I think Brent froze. Brent, you're frozen. No.
He I've been saying lately. I've been seeing.
I'm gonna keep his face there like that because he looks funny.
He's been drinking those low-calorie Modelo's.
The Modelo Light?
Yeah, and the skinny cans. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, really?
Freeze too?
Say it again?
Did Desi freeze too?
I think he also froze, yeah. Yeah, his internet is very low.
They probably have the same internet provider.
Comcast. Listen, I'm running Comcast too, but my Wi-Fi is like right back there.
I'm on that mobile shit right now, and it's working out for me.
On that mobile shit, bro. Listen, I see you have a guitar behind you. Do you know how to play anything?
Yeah, but I'm not that great.
He's like, no.
There's times where like I'm much better than I'm not, and like now is one of those times where I haven't been playing a lot, so like my muscle memory's not there. I'm not as good.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I'm on, I could play some pretty good stuff. Even like for this band, I've showed Desi some riffs that I've written. And he's been like, dude, fuck yeah, I like that. Like, we might use that in the future. And he's not one of those people that blow smoke up my ass. So yeah.
You look like the kind of guy that likes a traditional burger.
Yeah, I definitely like a fucking burger. I wouldn't say it was traditional. It was a blue burger. You know, a blackened patty with blue cheese crumbled on there.
Fuck yeah.
Onion, mayo, fire.
Oh yeah, this shit's. I don't know if you ever been here. I don't know if they closed down before you came here from New York, but there used to be a place called Tony Roma's. I don't know if you ever been to one.
I feel like, but no.
They used to make the most badass blue cheeseburger with bacon ever.
Hell yeah!
And they fucked it up. They closed it. So now the only place you can get that is like if you go to I don't even think BurgerFi has it. Where can you find a blue cheeseburger now? Oh, there's a bar called God damn it. I forgot the name of the fucking place, but there's a bar. It's a pretty big like known bar. So if you put bar in your area, it'll probably come up. And they usually always have their locations like right by a lake, like in the center of a lake as a sports bar. And they have like 20 different burgers, bro. And they have the best blue cheeseburger. I gotta find you the name after the podcast. Remind me, I will find the name.
Sure. Yeah,
I think it's called Bo Campers. There you go. That's the name, Bo Campers.
Bo Campers.
Yeah, but if you like hot chicks, you go to Twin Peaks.
Yeah, I mean, my girlfriend probably wouldn't like that very much. Love you, baby. But,
is she actually there?
As well as burgers, I'm definitely a steak guy as well. I love a good ribeye. I love a New York strip fillet. Like all about that. I love cooking it. Love grilling it.
Dude, I got some of that stuff in my fridge right now for Father's Day.
Hell yeah. Are you a father?
No, I'm not. No, thankfully. No, no, man. Listen, I look. I know, guys. You know that they. Oh, let me get Des back in here. You know, I know, guy. You know,
I'm back
you
in,
always
dude.
love. You're
What's
back,
your favorite
man.
food right now?
I always, you know, I understand people loving their kids. I understand that. Maybe if I had kids, I would think differently. But I'm very happy that every day I pray and I wake up and I'm like, I'm so happy I don't have kids. That's just me.
Yeah.
Des, what are you eating, Des? Are you eating Cheetos? Oh, he went dark, everyone. Oh, let me get Brent back in here.
Hey,
You guys ran away, man.
Power
Oh, Des
went
ran
out.
away again.
So
The
my wife-
power went? You had a power outage?
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? Really?
I walked outside. It's just thunder and lightning, man. There's no wind, no rain. No.
Yeah, same shit happened to me, bro.
Are you guys in the same area?
Right across the
Neighbor.
street.
Oh shit! All right, well that makes total sense. That explains why the lighting is very similar. Are you guys in the same house but different rooms?
Oh, dude, he's like right.
Hey, you want to see his front door?
you can actually show me his front door. I want to see his front door. Now this is turning into a party. Yes. So what? So while he showed me the front door, what do you guys have like a? We were talking about like burgers before you guys left. What is your guys' favorite restaurant?
My
Yeah.
restaurant of all time, believe it or not, is
Hooters?
yes, sir.
There's
Oh, I
Dez's
was
house.
just telling him. about Twin Peaks. Well, let me see. Wait, Brent. Hold on. Your Wi-Fi is freaking out again. He's too far from the Wi-Fi box. Yeah, his Wi-Fi is done.
Yeah.
So I was telling Scotty about Twin Peaks. You ever been to Twin Peaks?
I've never been there. I heard it's pretty fucking good though.
Dude, the food at Twin Peaks is like, it's like a Hooters. Like you have chicks walk around in mini skirts and their tits out, but like the food in Twin Peaks is like just like 3 notches above Hooters.
I got you.
I mean, Twin Peaks is like the higher class Hooters.
There you go.
Yeah, it's about the same price too. But
Yeah.
dude, it's really good. And when there's a game, that it's like a sports bar kind of vibe, but it also has like family restaurant with tits.
Yeah. Well, I mean, believe it or not, I actually go to Hooters for the food. Not
Oh,
necessarily-
really? Okay, then you gotta try Twin Peaks, man.
Yeah.
Is there one around you? Or do you know?
Closest one is probably down by you.
Shit, fuck. Whenever you're in the mood, bro, come down here. We'll go hang out at one. I don't even know where there is one here because I recently moved over here at the beginning of this year. I haven't been to one.
The fuck is that? PGA Boulevard, maybe? No, maybe not that fucking far up. I think it's on the same spot as Hooters. What the hell is that? Palm Beach Lakes. I think it's over there.
Oh yeah. City Place? Maybe by City Place.
No, it's to the opposite side of 95. It's over. It's more west.
Fuck it. We'll GPS that motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck
And
yeah.
Scotty could come too. Come on, Scotty.
He's
Let's do it right now. Tonight, guys. Let's go. It's only an hour. It's only an hour from you guys.
Yeah.
What is it? Okay, listen. I know you told me that you like the food at Hooters, right?
I do.
Are you serious about that?
I like the wings, bro. I do.
Have you seen the chicks working at Hooters though nowadays, man? Like they're fucking getting all fucking PC and shit, dude. There's like Hooters with a lineup of like 300-pound girls. So like, I mean, it's not even about that anymore, I guess.
Oh, bro, hold on. This deserves one of these, bro. Here we go.
Oh my God!
That deserves one of those, bro. That's it, man. Are you? Wait, Scotty, you gotta be fucking with me. Are you serious?
I mean, I seen a meme. It was like, I'm counting my wings the next time.
You're screwing me, bro. Nah, man, I can't believe that shit. Well, see, like I used to go to the Hooters.
Now you're
in,
frozen,
in Miami. I'm frozen. Who's
He's
frozen? Everybody's frozen now.
I'm
We're all a
frozen.
bunch of popsicles. No, you're not frozen.
Yeah.
Dez is frozen. Yeah, his internet's going down again. I guess it's like I don't know if they're having a rainstorm or something over there. Over here, it was raining pretty hard all day. So I can imagine it probably hit north.
I live in Jensen Beach in Florida, and like I'm literally right on the water on Indian River. And for some reason,
Oh, yeah.
this area, like I see on the weather app like storms coming in, and for some reason this pocket just evades most of all the storms. It's crazy. Like
we're in the Bermuda Triangle.
the Bermuda Triangle.
The Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Not over here.
It just disappears.
The small one, apparently. Yeah.
It's everywhere in the world. There are Bermuda Triangles everywhere. We are in the peak of one of them. So it's a bubble around Jensen. Yes.
Okay.
See, I was wondering why that tapestry is behind you, and now I understand why.
Yes.
Because your girl knows about the spiritual theories of stuff of the universe. Yes, that makes sense. Thank you.
Crazy.
What's your girl's name?
Her name's Red. R-E-D.
Thank you, Red. Shout out to Red.
You want to see her real quick?
No.
She's like, no, no, fucker. Let's go to Hooters.
Come yell shit out.
I think Brent's lost in the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, of course you can.
You can't see her, so right now she's the voice of God.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah, you guys are having like weird internet. Like your internet bar is like full, and then all of a sudden it just crashes.
Yeah.
That's right, bro.
I'm enjoying seeing their frozen faces, though. It makes me laugh.
Yeah, I actually, Brent, when you froze the first time, you had a weird face, and I just left it. You were just like, I'm like, bro, I'm leaving it. That's it. Dope.
Awesome.
I almost the front door and it just died on me again. So I don't know. I'm back here.
All right, he's back against the wall. So what is the worst vice that you guys have?
Worst vice?
Coffee.
Oh, dude, I'm with you, Brent. I'm with you, bro.
Nicotine, bro. I mean, cigarettes for me for the fucking longest time.
You still smoke the cigs even when you vape?
Nah, I'm just vaping now. I mean, I prefer the smokes. Don't get me wrong, but it's just not good for you, dude. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah, it's not good. What about you, Scotty?
I would say just going out during the week when I know I have to do manual labor at 8 o'clock in the morning, and like, yeah, I always pay for it pretty hard.
Yeah, man. Well, do you want to talk about what is it that you do?
I work in a 55 and up community. I groundskeep, like landscaping, that type of stuff.
Oh, so, yeah, that's hardcore, man.
Bigger than others, but like when you've been partying until 2, 3 in the morning, and you get up at 7:30, and you gotta go sweat that shit out. It's not fun. It's not.
Oh Jesus, yeah, that kind of sucks. I kind of just work in an office. What about you guys? What do you guys do? Brandon,
a paid assassin.
Yeah.
I knew it. It was the hat. It's the Assassin's Creed look. What about you, Des? What do you do?
Right now I'm working with Brent's company. Actually, we're doing pest control, lawn sprays, things like that. It's kind of not a terrible job by any stretch of the imagination, but it's just not what I really want to do for the rest of my life. You know what I mean?
It's not music, right? Yeah. So sure. since you guys like came together as a band, right? And like you've been together as a band, but like obviously it hasn't been like a long time, right? What is one thing that you guys want to tell musicians when they start? What is one thing that you learned from forming a band, from your experience?
I mean, just you got to find the right lineup, man. It's the right team, I tell Scotty this all the time, man. It's like we might not be the, I might not be the fucking John Petrucci of guitar, and he might not be, the best fucking drummer in the world. But at the end of the day, it's about how your team's made up, right? So I always equate a lot of shit to baseball. I'm a big New York Yankees fan, and to be honest with you, some of those championship teams were not the best fucking players, but the ones that gel together the best are the ones that win, dude. You know what I mean? That's it. Yeah, for sure.
What about you, Scotty?
Yeah, I would say that sometimes you're your own worst critic too. It's like don't listen to the devil in that one ear. Listen to the one that's telling you that you have something there, and just believe in yourself, and just in those times when you're feeling down, just person going through it, and you know, I'm one of those people, man, where I get out of work and I got to drive or get on my motorcycle 35, 45 minutes in rush hour traffic to get to practice and then sweat my balls off back there for an hour and a half, 2 hours. It sucks sometimes, you know, but, you know, being there and being consistent and always doing it and not letting the haters like shut you down. And that's pretty much it, man. You just got to believe in yourself and believe in the people around you and keep going. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, for sure, man. Because like, if you think about it, like, and again, I've talked to Scotty about this before. Like,
I've out of myself multiple times. You know, there's been times where we're learning a new song or something, and like I've been like, "Fuck, I suck," and fucking throw my sticks across the room or whatever it is because I can't fucking figure this one part. You know, but eventually, like I always in this band have got to where I needed to be. You know, you can get down on yourself, but you gotta realize who the fuck you are, and that you're made of something, and keep going.
Yeah, and by persevering, dude, like honestly, like I was just about to say, is like a year ago, we never thought we would be where we are now, dude. You know what I'm saying? Shit's fucking starting to happen. It's starting to happen.
Yeah, it's I see it, man. It's growing.
Yeah, you just gotta fucking stick with it, dude.
It's like what I told you guys in that IG message that I sent him. Like, you guys are filling a hole that there really isn't in Florida right now. Like, there's not a lot of hard rock bands. A lot of the bands that want to be like hard rock, they gear more towards like metalcore, or they play more like they try to do like the proggy genty stuff. You get me? They're like hyper complex. But you guys, yeah, exactly. You guys are like that new metal hard rock, just straight to your face. Like Scotty was saying, ride fucking motorcycles, which by the way, I fucking love motorcycles. I actually missed my fucking Harleys. I'm gonna get one soon, so we gotta go for a ride.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, it's one of those fucking things where it's like you guys are filling in a void where you're in between. Like, you could play a metal show, and you could also fit in with like a cover band. And people will think that it's like,
which done. We've opened for a cover band.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you could get both of those crowds, especially if you play like a cover band who plays like, for example, like Iron Maiden, like on Desert Shirt, or like Judas Priest or whatever, right? You guys kind of fit in with that.
Oh yeah.
You guys are killing it, bro. You guys are fucking killing it. You guys are doing fucking great. I wouldn't be surprised if within the next year you guys actually started like kicking stuff off and like doing out of state tours and stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's the plan, bro. I mean we're trying as hard as we fucking can to get there. Again, like we were talking earlier, you know, the social media shit, even though it's daunting and it's a fucking pain in the ass to do, you just got to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be done. You got to stick with it. You know, you got to try to be as visible as possible everywhere. You know what I mean? So we love doing these podcasts and shit like that. You know, it gets us in front of other eyeballs that we haven't been in front of before. You know what I mean? So.
Exactly, man. And I thank you guys. I thank you guys for coming along. Is there anything that you guys want to add to the conversation? Anything you guys want to ask me or anything, or no? You're like,
how long have you been doing podcasting for?
How long have I been doing podcasting? Bro, I've tried, okay, it's kind of a long story, but like 4 or 5 years ago, I tried to do a podcast with musicians, but the problem was what is that I didn't know about like the streaming services that I'm using. So I did it all from home. The problem with doing it from home is that you have to pre-record it, you have to put it up, and you have to get the bands to come to your place, which was very difficult at the time. So I kind of stopped doing it. Then I actually started doing the podcast. I started doing the Modern Man podcast probably about 3 or 4 months ago. And then I'm like, you know what? Well, if I like doing this so much, I might as well do it for the things that I like to do, right? Don't get me wrong. I love the Modern Man podcast. I love talking about the subjects that we do. But I also want to do it for me as like, it's like you said, right? You put eyeballs out there. So like, but you know, equally, like you guys are connecting with my fan base, I'm connecting with your fan base. So it's a 50-50, you know, let's just be blunt. That's kind of what's going on.
Yeah, sure.
But I kind of really enjoyed just talking to people and like people commenting and chatting and like giving feedback. So I guess I've always wanted to do it. And I started doing it with the Modern Man podcast about 4 months ago.
Yeah. I agree, dude. There's no better feeling than like fucking putting something out there that's your art, whether it be a podcast, a fucking song, or whatever, and having somebody comment on it and go, "Wow, dude, that's fucking really cool." It's just like that gives you fucking, that alone is a good payment. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is, man. It's great, you know, and you also get to meet new people because sometimes we get stuck in a box, you know. Like, think about it. If you didn't have music, right? If you didn't have this way of connecting with other people, what would you be doing? You'd just be going to work, then back home, then work, back home, socializing with some people on social media, then back home. It's like, well, you know, it's fun. I mean, I guess it's kind of monotonous. So I like to break the cycle a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of like, that's why I started podcasting. I just like to meet new people, especially people that are into doing instrumentation and stuff. Anything with music, noise, anything with noise.
Yeah, hell yeah, I agree.
Yeah, dude. If there's something that you have inside of you that's creative and you know that you have it and you want to put it out there, and not being able to do that is a miserable feeling. Like, but I moved to Florida and I wasn't playing music, man. Like, I felt like there was something missing. And when you get back to doing that and you're putting your whole heart into it, dude, it feels great. So I completely understand.
Yeah. And it's also one of those things too, like the more that you do it, right? Like, let's say, like for me, for example, and for you guys, like the more you talk in podcasts and you kind of get used to like speaking about yourselves and what you're doing and like planning your thoughts, right? It's easier for you to speak. Like I'm not a very good speaker. I'm more of a listener, right? So the podcast has kind of forced me to like actually ask questions and pay attention, which is like something that you don't get a lot nowadays because a lot of people don't interact. So it's also kind of helped me. So I can't really say it's not like it's a win-win both ways.
Yeah, for sure. And public speaking is not everyone's favorite thing to fucking do, by the way. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
you definitely develop a knack for it. It's the same thing as like being on stage for the very first time. You're not accustomed to it, but you know, once you do it over and over and over again, it becomes like the fucking second nature almost. You know what I mean? So
yeah. I got a question here from my co-host from the Modern Man podcast. He's like, ask them besides music, what other hobby do they have? So what other hobby do you guys have?
We said fucking softball was one of them. You know, Scotty still plays. I don't really get down with the softball too much anymore, but I don't know, man. I mean, fucking it's work, music, family, and work, music, and family. You know what I'm saying?
And Hooters.
Full time.
What about you, Brent? You have any hobbies outside of music?
I got 4 kids, so I got a lot of entertaining going on. That's about it.
Okay, Brent's hobby is collecting awesome looking cowboy hats.
The only one.
What about you, Scotty?
Oh yeah, man. Like
that's cool.
Like as he said, like I play on a softball team every Sunday. It's a fast pitch league. It's not just that slow pitch stuff, and it's like it's very competitive. We play 2 teams every week, and you got to fight for your starting position. And they keep all the stats. There's an MVP award at the end of the year, Rookie of the Year. They make it very official. So like I really enjoy doing that. Other than that, you know, during the week it's band practice, or you know, maybe I'll come home. I'll play a little PS4. I play a lot of NHL, Madden. I'm into sports, so that's you know, that's pretty much all I do. And then you know, go out with the lady when I can. But work, the band, and softball is pretty much what consumes most of my life.
Dude, I haven't played softball in so many years. I'm not a sports person. Like I'm not one to like sit down and watch like football, baseball, none of that stuff. I don't like watching it, but I don't mind playing it. But I know I suck at it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Like I'm terrible at it.
A big Miami Dolphins fan, which is crazy because I'm from New York, but my dad was always a huge Miami Dolphins fan. Loved Marino, and so coming here and like being around Miami Dolphins fans and going to the games and stuff has also been really cool for me.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's dope. Are you gonna play this weekend? Are you playing any? Do you play in a league where you play with other teams?
Yeah,
against other teams.
League on Sundays, and Monday, Wednesday is the slow pitch. Sunday is the fast pitch league, but the Sunday is definitely the more competitive one. But yeah, every Sunday it's 2 games. I play on Team USA. Actually, we're in a league full of a lot of like Spanish guys, and they played in the minor leagues or college or this and that.
Everybody's drinking Presidente or Heineken, huh?
Most white people, and we're Team USA. It's kind of fun.
You always have the guy with the Corona Dominicano. Oye, papi, vete pa allá de la pelota.
You know, legitimately, like we'll have our music playing. And, you know, there's some guys that like to rap. We have some rock going on, but like legitimately, there'll be like a team that we're playing against that we won't hear a word of English that comes out of their speaker like throughout the entire game.
Oh, that's dope, man. I gotta go catch one of your games. One of your games. Where are you located? Are you also up north?
I live in Jensen Beach, but I play in Port St. Lucie. It's actually very close.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's called Sand Hill Park. If any of the fans want to come check me out, I'm hitting 549 right now. 5 RBI.
So.
I don't even know what it means, but if you're bragging about it, I'm pretty sure it's awesome.
I'm doing all right.
You're doing all right. That's good. My co-host in the chat, he says like that's near me. He lives in on what is it, Green Acres, Lake Worth?
Okay, that's about 50 minutes away.
Yeah, I don't know if that's how that's near, but see, like to us, like an hour away is near because sometimes we go to like Fort Myers for like a podcast once in a while or whatever. So it's like,
Yeah.
whatever. An hour is nothing. It's like, pff, it's
Yeah.
crap. Like when
Yeah.
I used to live in Miami, for me to drive to Orlando, everybody would be like, dude, it's like 4 or 5 hours away. It's like, do you want to do? I'm like, dude, to me, that's nothing. It's just 4 or 5 hours away. Like, what is it? Drink some coffee and you're there, you know? So guys, before we close the podcast, I want to ask you guys, I asked this to all the artists that come on. What is your personal philosophy about having a fulfilling life?
Fulfilling life. I mean, I just really want to pursue my dream and really make it a super big reality. Be able to take care of my family, man, and not have to worry about shit. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
And have fun doing it.
Fuck yeah.
So, as Scotty goes to the bar. What about you, Scotty? What's your philosophy on a fulfilling life?
Honestly, I mean, I hate to put it so bluntly, but like, having a job, like, whether it's your 9 to 5 or whatever at the time, it's like a lot of people are getting up every day and going to work, and it fucking sucks. Like you dread every minute of being there. I work a job where I'm lucky to be surrounded around people that I consider great friends as well. And it's not that bad. It's not what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, but this is what I'm doing now. And even in the meantime, like, I enjoy it. So there's that. And, you got to have hobbies. You got to have things going on. And you can't give yourself time to think about, just everything in life. You got to let loose and you got to enjoy yourself. And at the same time, follow your dreams. Do what really sets you on fire. And for me, it's definitely music. So being able to finally, be positioned with a band and a group of guys where I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, that's been great. And, just live and let live, man. It's pretty easy.
Sounds good. What about you, Brent?
Hey, I'm on the same train. I just want to make sure I can provide for the family good, but I want to have a lot of fun doing it.
Oh,
Yeah, that straight to the point. I like that.
Like,
Okay,
now-
and our special guest, Red, what's her philosophy on a fulfilling life?
Red?
Yeah.
Oh, she peeked her head in when she heard a comment that she thought she knew.
Oh, she's like, I'm out. Fuck
Here
this.
she is. What's your philosophy on living a fulfilling life?
On my philosophy on filling.
On a fulfilling life.
What do you mean by that?
All right, never mind.
No. Are you happy?
Are you doing your shit? Are you happy?
That's what it is.
That's what it is. That's pretty good, honestly.
That's what it is.
Are you handling
Okay,
it?
yo, best
Happy.
answer. That's what it is. Here we go.
Nice.
That's it. It is what it is. Well, thank you guys.
You
Yeah.
gotta have multiple leather jackets too, as well.
I gotta get a few. Actually, well, I have the black one, and I just realized the other day when I opened up my closet, I have a white one back there. So I could have worn more leather jackets. I just forgot I had that one. The thing is that when I wore those, I was a little bit more slender than I am now. So now I'm back to like 220, and I used to be like 165. But yeah, I mean, being in a relationship will do that to you with a Colombian girl, man. She cooks awesome, so it is what it is.
It is.
But thank you guys so much for being on the podcast. Is there any final words you guys want to say before we close it off?
Yeah, just I mean, really, just look out for us on social media, man. Follow us on Facebook, A Moment of Violence, Instagram, A Moment of Violence Band, TikTok, the same thing. But just really, really look out for what we're gonna do, because we got some big shit coming for sure. Probably around September time. Definitely keep your eyes peeled and your ears peeled for what we're fucking doing, because we got some good shit coming out, bro, for sure. 100%.
Fucking dope. Anybody else want to add anything to that?
About to give
Want to follow me on Instagram? It's at Scotty, SCOTTY, Eric, ERIK. And yeah, dude, if you want to do the Modern Man podcast, dude, I like shooting the shit and talking about real world issues and stuff. You seem like an awesome guy, so hit me up.
I'm always down, bro. Always down for it. I could take the studio to you if you want.
Let's go, man.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining MIGGZPLAYZ. Guys, it's been an awesome night. I love your music. I think you guys are definitely going to kick it off, especially coming into 2024 soon, it's kind of fucking crazy. It's already been like half a year. Like, holy shit. I was the calendar the other day at work, and I'm like, oh, fuck. We're already like midway there. Did Des just run away? Des, you weren't supposed to run away. Anyway, guys, so the way that I shut it down is that I take us all off screen. I do the outro, and if you guys want to shoot shit after, you're more than welcome to stay, all right? with that being said, take care, everybody. Catch me on Monday. Next week, I won't be doing a stream because I have to leave out of town Friday. So I won't be doing any streams next week, but I will be back the week after with a band from Toronto. What was the name? The Emergency, the Blues Emergency. They just released this fucking awesome track. It's like really blues rock. Actually, you guys will probably actually really enjoy it. And it sounds sick. Like they're kind of fresh into Toronto rock or whatever. But man, we're gonna fucking check that out. But with that being said, guys, check me out. That next week there's nothing. Week after I will be here. But take care, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna close this out. Have a great night and go kill some stage shit.